Hello everybody, my name is Connor, and today I'm reacting to Demon Slayer episode 1 and 2. So I already reacted to these episodes, and I reacted to them a while ago actually. In my reaction, I have blonde hair. Yeah, that was a while ago. But, the thing is with Demon Slayer, I posted my reactions on YouTube, and I got a copyright strike, so I took down the reactions. And then now that I have all this free time, I'm decided to start, like, doing Demon Slayer reactions again. It's been a while since I watched them. I just rewatched the episodes just to get like a little review over them, this video. But if you want to see the full uncut reaction to the first 2 episodes of Demon Slayer, just go down below. I'll have the links down below. It's free. It's uncut. I don't feel like re-editing it. So you get that, and basically what you get on my Patreon tier, which is for full uncut reactions, is $3 for a whole month worth of reactions, plus all the previous reactions. But the first 2 episodes are free down below, so you can go check this out. But if you want to support me on Patreon, it would mean a lot to me, which is those are $3 for full uncut reactions for a whole month. Yeah, I want to say thank y'all for clicking on this video, and let's start talking about Demon Slayer. So Demon Slayer, I didn't expect it for episode 1. Let's just talk about for Demon Slayer. I didn't expect it to be what it was. I don't know what I expected, but I did not expect his whole family to get slaughtered in the first episode, besides Nezuko. I didn't expect that, to be honest. I was kind of expecting more of a happy intro, maybe stuff happened later on in the season. But no, episode 1, he goes to town, and his family just tries to get killed by a demon. They get slain. And the only one that survives is Nezuko, and one thing about Tanjiro, which is, I believe that was his name, one thing about him, he has a very strong sense of smell, which I wonder if that has something to do with, like, maybe his father, because we didn't see his father. Maybe his father was, like, half demon. That was, like, a theory I had, or something crazy, to maybe why his sister doesn't just go straight up demon, and she's still in there, and doesn't just eat people right away, or we've seen her eat a person at all. I don't wonder what she's gonna eat. But yeah, and Tanjiro has a really strong smell, like he can sense traps and all, and tell like who's been where and all that, and smell blood from far away. But yeah, he goes to town. He didn't bring his siblings, and they wanted to go. He stops by this old man's house on the way back. He sleeps there, and the old man was like saying how dangerous the demons were and all that. And whenever Tanjiro starts to walk back home, he could smell blood. So he takes off running, and he sees his entire family was slaughtered, besides Nezuko, who was protecting the baby, holding the baby, like, trying to guard the baby, but the baby did not survive. Which is very sad. Literally just, they got slaughtered. I feel bad for him, like, I really feel bad. They seem like such a nice family. But basically, Tanjiro picks up Nezuko and like starts running. I'm assuming bring her into town maybe to try and get her like to a doctor. But before we can get that, while they're running by a cliffside, Nezuko wakes up and she's like in her demon form. She's like and starts like and tries biting him. So they fall off the cliff area into the snow. And he's like, oh, I must have just tripped over the snow. But then there's Nezuko trying to bite him. And like, so he puts his axe handle like in her mouth. And he starts crying, she starts crying, they all start crying. And then what I'm assuming is a demon slayer starts running up with a sword and like goes like cut Nezuko's head off. But instead of cutting her head off, Tanjiro moves her. And it cuts his like bun, like ponytail thing off. His hair. So it cuts that off. Yeah, so he's like, the demon slayer kept saying like, we need to kill her, she's not your sister. But then Nezuko proved to be his sister still by not eating him and protecting him. So the demon slayer eventually is like, okay, I guess you could have your sister, but I'm gonna kill her. And then he's like, if you want to be a demon slayer or whatever, there's this man at the bottom of a mountain, and go check him out. So Tanjiro does, he goes, and then that leads to episode 2. So episode 2, they start off in a cave, And inside of the cave, Nezuko's hiding from the sunlight. Because demons, we see later on in the episode, demons are very, very, I would say like very, very weak to sunlight, like deadly weak. Um, so they're doing that, they're walking, they're exploring, doing stuff. She shrinks to get to the basket. And when they get to where they were planning on going, I believe, there was a demon that was eating some people inside of the house. And the demon's like, "Who are y'all? Something's off about y'all." And the demon jumps after Tanjiro and tries like hurting him, but Tanjiro pulls out his axe and slices his throat real quick, which is very good reflexes. But sadly, he's healed right away. The demon, it wasn't deep enough to like cut his head off. So the demon's attacking Tanjiro until Nezuko finally snaps and goes and kicks his head off, and his head grows like arms, and his hair is like, he can move his hair and all weird. It's a long story. You gotta watch to find out. Sorry, I barely got any sleep last night. Sorry if I'm like a little tired. So yeah, so they fight. His body is fighting Nezuko while his head is fighting Tanjiro, which I guess he can like cut his body part off and like use that as like its own separate entity, because he said his body must have died later when he felt a little sick, when it was pushed off the cliff. So yeah, that happened, and they met the old man, and the old man said, "Okay, I'm gonna help you train, but you just gotta do some things. You gotta pass this test." So he puts Nezuko on his back in the little thing, in the little like bucket thing she was in, and she was he runs so far with her behind the old man, and he's like out of breath by the time he gets there. He's like, "Did I pass the test?" Like he was like dead, and he was basically like felt dead, like so worn out of breath. He's like, "Okay, the test starts now. Go climb that, go climb that mountain." And they climb the mountain. Nezuko stays home, and so basically they climb the mountain, and there's a bunch of traps there, and the old man leaves him there to go take care of Nezuko. He leaves him there to make his way back home by, I believe it was like sunrise or something. So Tanjiro soon finds out that there's tons of traps in around the mountain, like on top of the mountain. So he's like, because he gets hit with rocks, then he falls down like this little like hole, like this pit, and then he gets hit by a log. So he's like, okay, maybe I can smell out the traps because they've been touched by humans, so their traps have a different scent. So he does. And then like you see all this like cloudy like smoke where he could smell like, which I want to know if he just has like powers, because it's like powers. It's not like human thing. It's like a whole power. I want to know why he has that power ability. But he sniffs out the traps and he makes it back down to the mountain, back to the bottom of the mountain where the old man lives, and the old man was taking care of Nezuko. And yeah, that's basically how episode 2 went. He's like, okay, now you could do it, whatever. Let me see something. Oh yeah, and then they give him like the little, like we see the note that was written to the old man from the Demon Slayer that we saw in the first episode. But yeah, besides the sadness that happened in episode 1, this show has been really good, and that also was really good. I'm not gonna say that wasn't good. It just came out of nowhere to me personally. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you like this little review and these reactions down below, this review is kind of sucky, not gonna lie. I'm tired, and I didn't really expect to make this review, but then I was not prepared for episode 3 to post a reaction today, so that's gonna be posted next week on YouTube. Hopefully I can get it out on Patreon today. Might even be there by the time you're seeing this. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment down below what you think about the show. And if you have any other reaction like requests or video requests, also comment those down below. And I have a poll on my channel. I have polls where on the community tab where you can vote on stuff to react to, since I have a lot of more free time. Also on Patreon, you can vote. If you have a tier, your one vote counts for 5. So you can vote one time on YouTube, and then 1 time on Patreon. That counts as 6 votes because 5 for Patreon. So like just say I get like 20 people on YouTube that vote for 1 show. But then I get 10 people on YouTube that vote, on Patreon that vote for this specific show. That's 20 for YouTube, and 10 times 5, which is 50, so it's 70 for that 1 show, if that makes any sense. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below all that stuff I just said, because I'm repeating myself for some reason. Check out my on Twitter and Instagram down below too, and thank you all for watching. Bye!